Hello, everybody. Jack Olmstead, Port Townsend Pickleball, and Han and I are going to analyze this game that happened at Nationals 2017 between Scott Moore, Glen Peteson. They're on one team, and they are in the near court, and they are up against Scott Lennann and Blake Wilcox in the far court. So without further ado, let's get right to it. How are you doing this evening, Hannah?
I'm doing good.
That's great.
My only contribution really going to be I want everyone to watch their positioning game, because that's what I noticed as the biggest breakthrough in my game was when I finally started doing a proper positioning game. It's an immediate improvement in your game without ever learning any new skills in how to hit the ball. If you are in the right position, you will hit the ball better. That's all there is to it.
So do you want to slow this down? Do you want to keep it at
let's
normal
watch
speed?
and see if I see something really interesting, I'm gonna yell at you and we're gonna go back and we slow it down. How about
Okay,
that?
well, we could go faster
I see.
to go
Okay.
through it
All right.
faster.
Everybody watch when you see the guy in the white and red shirt on the closer side, they're gonna be moving together. It almost looks like they have a pole between them. That what they're doing is they're basically making sure nobody can hit an easy winner in between them. That means that you're making your opponent hit to the side on down the lines or cross the court, really really very extreme, very difficult shots, because the easiest winner is down the middle. If you move in tandem, two of you, and you close the hole between you, you're playing the odds, meaning your opponent will have to go somewhere else, and somewhere else is much more difficult shot. Therefore, you have a better chance of winning that point. So let's watch what the pros do it, or how they do it.
Okay, so this is Scott Moore right here in the white Paddle Tech shirt, and the red shirt is Glen Peteson. And that's out. And this is going to be Blake. And see that he was going down the middle, but didn't have much room. These guys are big. These guys are big. I think Scott is like 6'2", and Glen over here has got to be 6 feet. These are tall folks. So they cover a lot of.
You will really see it when we go to some points where we're going to be dinking for a little bit and pushing one partner out of the court. You will really see it. It becomes more pronounced, so you see what I'm talking about. So we're going to have to find somewhere where they get a little bit longer rally. Okay. Now that's pretty short still.
See the third shot drop that Glen Peteson does right here? Beautiful. He's coming back, and his weight is on his back feet, his left foot.
Yeah.
And he just drops it right up there. Whoop. And oh wow, look at that. That's pretty good for
that was
55.
A beautiful.
Right behind, look at that. That's amazing.
Not only that, so the guy in the pink or orange shirt, he runs back. Look what his partner does. He takes the court because his partner is out of the court. He takes the middle. Look where he is.
Right there.
He takes the middle because his partner is more likely to hit to the guy in the white shirt, and it's much more difficult for him to go cross court. So there we go. He did, but
look at this positioning.
Yep.
Took him way out. He knew he wasn't covering that alley.
Well, he couldn't. That's playing the odds. And the odd is you've got it to be in the middle of the court, and the guy in the white shirt actually hit a very hard shot. That was a difficult shot. It was much easier to hit it down the middle, but the middle was taken. He was forced to actually go cross court. He managed to do it, but well, Sylvie, you still played the better odds. you still covered up the middle of the court. That's the one that is much easier shot. You don't always win, but you have a better chance.
Look how deep this return is. Pushed him off the court. Scott hit it over to Blake over here. You can watch it again. And look at it, that just totally got everybody out of position. Yeah. And he just slams it right.
See, that's something I still do really wrong, and a lot of us do a little wrong, and obviously pros do too. The guy on the right in the long sleeve shirt and the gray shirt, he was ahead of the play, and that opened up a spot right in between the two of them. That's why the shot before was actually lost. It's amazing when you actually watch it, how much of it is, if you move together, you're basically closing off the middle of the court. It's a beauty, and it helps a lot. Look how they both move back. They move together. They constantly move together.
Yeah, right here.
Boom, they both go back. Not just one, both.
Oh, that's out. Yep. Here's the serve. Into the net.
And it's interesting when you look, when you really think about it, the one time that the two partners are separated is when the one of them is receiving a serve, the other one is already at the net. And what's the strategy? You return the serve and you run like bat out of hell to the kitchen, because you need to close the hole between you and your partner who's already at the net. And otherwise, when you're serving, you're getting to the net together. So it's this togetherness that really, it makes a huge difference. And it makes a huge difference for beginners too. We're not getting much of a very good, there we go.
Yeah, I'm just really surprised why Blake over here in the orange shirt, he had the guy, Glen Peteson, in the backcourt.
Right.
And then he decides, oh, I'm going to throw it over here to Scott, who's already up to the non-volley zone. That's like, what's he thinking? Why doesn't he just keep pushing Glen back
or going
to the baseline?
Them? There's a huge space between them because
there wasn't. He didn't go between them. He went right to Scott's backhand, right in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, top players. That was a mistake. I mean, why would he go over there?
Yeah.
That's like kiss of death. What happens?
Yeah.
He comes back.
Absolutely.
Well, he got lucky on that because it looked like Glen Peteson. He stopped. I was going to say that he was running and hitting at the ball at the same time, but no, he stopped. He just didn't get it. Oh, look at that, between the legs.
That's some fancy shot.
You going to win? They won the point.
Wow.
There you go. 55 plus, you know, this is how they roll. We're going to do a between the leg shot just because they can. And where is it going? Right? He hit it right down the middle, too. Look at that. He's trying to go right down the middle. His partner got excited. Oh, look at that. Look at what we can do. And we can win the point.
Amazing.
Oh, oh boy, look at that. That was talk about amazing third shot.
No
Where's
kidding.
this going? Right in the corner. Right in the corner. I'm gonna have to start slowing this down.
Yeah.
This little dink going back to Scott's backhand, going over to Blake. He's trying to hammer it. Goes right back, but he's just patting it back, not putting anything on it. Ooh. He's just going to wail on it. He's going to rip it. And what happens? Into the net. Was he bending his knees? Nope. Look at that. Peg legs. That's what I say right here. He's going to hit the ball. Look at that. No bend to him right here. He's actually not balanced at all. He's off balance. His weight is going one way and his paddle is going the other. He hits it into the net. His partner can't believe it. Look at that. It's tugging at his shirt, his hat. How can he miss that?
Well, I'm glad to see that even the best players do the same mistakes I make.
It's going to be, see his weight, see Blake's weight here on his drop shot is moving backwards. Look at his left leg is off the pavement because his weight is on his right leg and he's moving backwards. And this is a third shot. So he neutralized it. And what's he doing? He's moving up. He's in no man's land, but is he going to move up? Scott's going to keep him there, hitting at his feet. And that, not patient. He's going to, nope. Didn't happen. I don't know why they're clicking paddles. You only click paddles, I would think, because you do a good job. Why would you click paddles if you don't?
It's kind of like, okay, we're good. We're still together. We're partners. It's a part of the team.
I'm glad you're explaining that to me, because I wouldn't click my paddles with the guy who just threw it out like that. Unforced error.
Because actually that's number one thing in doubles, both tennis or pickleball, is getting mad at your partner doesn't solve anything quite
well. You don't get mad at him. You just don't reward him for bad behavior.
No, you've got to support them.
And bad behavior is unforced errors, you know.
I understand, but you still need to be supportive, and
we
all go through bad points and make stupid mistakes.
And this isn't a medal match, so here we go. That's a nice deep return that Blake did. He's just going to wail on Scott. Here it is. Wham! Whoop. Oh, well, I'll get you next time. I'll remember that. Let's see if Scott remembers that, if he's going to drill one to Blake. He's got a big target on him. A pink shirt? Who wears a pink shirt at Nationals?
A big guy. He can afford
a big guy. Yeah, this is in... Where is this? Oh, this is in Arizona. Yeah, I can get away with it in Arizona. I don't know about in Naples. Florida.
Okay, let's do one thing. So the guy in the red shirt is at the net. Look at the guy in the white shirt. What does he do?
Oh, they're
right to the net. They do a fancy switch and everything, but
this is the first time we've seen a switch. Did it work? Is it working? Blake is back. He's trying to get back into it. He's still no man's land. There's right down the middle. Wham!
Yep.
Look at that. Okay. He's trying to get up to the net, but why would he hit to Glen Peterson's forehand, which is a much stronger shot? And they went right down the middle, popped it up. I think Blake lost that point for his team when he hit that dink, that drop shot over to Glen's forehand.
Well,
he should have gone to backhand.
To the kitchen very quickly.
Well, yeah, he was
stuck in the no man's land.
He was stuck in no man's land. I mean, Oh, here we're going to do another fancy switch. They're stacking over here.
Good.
And where's Scott going? I'm going to run. Ooh. That's too bad. He didn't get it over the net.
Yeah.
I guess he was distracted. Bam. I wonder if they could be called for distraction. He distracted me because he was running across the court. And that's out. That's an unforced error. I don't understand the backhand serve. You get a different spin on it, but I don't think the spin really does much. What do you think? This backhand serve.
I actually have a nice slice backhand, but I never ever serve backhand. It just, to me, yeah, I'm with you. I don't understand it.
Yeah, look at.
I know people say it's the spin and everything, but
look at his leg. It's his. Yeah. He's on a peg leg right here again. Just.
I don't know. To me, I have much more control with my forehand, and I can do whatever.
Yeah.
Spin I want with my forehand. So, I never use backhand as my, but I have some friends that they do, and usually it happen when their forehand regular serve stopped working, so they tried something different and they liked it. So yeah.
See, they click paddles at the right time. That's when I see. Boom. Why? Because he took the backhand. He's in the middle. Where's it going? See, Scott over here on the other side, he thought Blake was going to get it.
Because it was his ball.
It was his ball, but
that was a poach.
Backhand poach. Scott got in there with his backhand and took it out, which surprised Scott. Well, there are two Scotts in there. I didn't even know that. So they're playing against each other. Scott L and Scott M. And that's a great return. Look at this.
Nice and deep into the backhand.
Right deep into the backhand. He's off the court. Look at this big space right here. Look at this big, huge space right between them. You got Scott, what is it? Scott L up here. And why Scott Moore doesn't go right between them? I mean, you could drive a truck between this space.
Right. And look at him and his partner. You can't go between them. They're so tight you cannot go. And look how they're moving together.
Yeah. Well, Scott did a pretty good job because he got Blake coming up.
Look where
it's like, no, you're not going to come up. You're going to go back. Boom. Whoops.
And look at the player in the red shirt. Look what he's doing. He's shadowing his partner. Yep. Even though it goes out, whatever, it doesn't matter. Unless you already hits the ground, you still follow the ball. And he's perfectly staying with his partner.
See, this is a shallow return. And you'll see a lot of the pros hit very shallow returns and also serves, which means the opposition has a much better chance of getting the advantage. And they did a very fancy switch there again. Have you ever gotten into fancy switches like that?
I haven't. One guy, and
that didn't work for them. That didn't turn out too well.
To be perfectly honest, when I was watching the 5-0s at a tournament, none of them did the fancy switches.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it is really effective. I think it is for a little bit because you just confuse the heck out of everyone because it's something different. But once they get used to it, it stops or loses its effectiveness.
Look at this. Blake doesn't get his paddle back. See, he hits the serve. It's coming back. And right now he gets his paddle back. As soon as the ball hits the ground, he gets his paddle back. So he doesn't have that very much time to figure out what he's going to do. The ball pops up and he hits it in the net. I think that's all timing. If he had his paddle back sooner, he would have had a lot more time.
Go back. I want to see the spin on it. I think it had a little wing to it too. Let's watch the.
No, he served it.
Oh,
Scott Moore is taking it back.
We can't see really the paddle. I think it had a top spin and it just kind of spun out of it. The head of the guy in the gray shirt is kind of blocking the view. I
Yeah.
thought it had a good spin on it. That added to. So the guy in the pink shirt wasn't really ready for the shot, and it had a really nice wicked spin. So it was double whammy.
Here comes that backhand serve. And look at Scott. Look at Glen Peteson, how quickly he gets his paddle back. It's back before the ball hits
Yeah.
the court. He's back. He's ready. Look at now. He's really teeing off on it. Scott Moore is able to grab it. A little high. Yep. He got it just a little too high, and bam. Can't handle it. Glen Peteson serve. Middle of the court. I'd say that's not a very good serve. That's not a good return serve. Okay. Third shot. And right in the middle. See, look at that.
Well,
That
they
was
also
luck.
left quite a hole there.
Yeah.
The guy in the white shirt forgot to follow his red shirt friend. I can't
Red
remember.
shirt, white shirt.
Sorry.
You
Red
don't want to
shirt,
learn
white
these
shirt,
guys.
yeah.
You don't want to learn these guys' names. It's just
No,
red shirt, white shirt.
names and me don't go together.
Oh, okay, red shirt,
Colors
white
and me
shirt.
good. Yeah, red shirt, white
Okay,
shirt.
red shirt, white shirt, gray shirt, pink shirt.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a third shot drop, right? Here it comes. Here it comes. He's backhand going backwards and
It just popped up. Just
didn't
popped up.
didn't work out too well.
Oh, I made a bunch of those on Friday.
We won't talk about those.
No.
You don't have to bring up that. Ooh.
That was a great poach, actually. It didn't look like it, but
No, it
if
was
you
his
think
ball.
about it,
That wasn't a
that is
poach.
really his that is really his ball.
It's his ball, and that went out.
Really?
He hits that out. Yeah.
I thought it was good. No?
Nope.
Oh, it's out. You're right.
See, they're pointing out.
Yeah, you're right.
But the referee is not supposed to look at the lines. The referee is supposed to look at the kitchen line. They're supposed to look at, see if you are going into the kitchen. So when they go to the referee, a lot of times they go, I didn't see it. So they get the call.
The one tournament I went to, the rule was if you were not sure, you could ask, or you could ask the referee if you didn't like the call. So if you were calling something and you were not sure, you could ask the referee, or if the call was against you, the opponent calls something and you didn't like it, you can ask the referee as well. And the referee, if they saw it, would overrule, but they never called anything themselves.
Right, I know. But chances are, most of the time, you go to the referee and they go, I didn't see it.
Yeah, actually, it happened several times where they said, I didn't see it.
I'm looking at the feet at the non-volley zone. I'm not looking at the lines, and they go, I didn't see it. So yeah, you can, but chances are they're not going to see it. And if they are watching the lines, then they're not doing their job. They didn't go to referee school. Referee school teaches them watch the feet. And if you watch the referees during these matches, you see the good one, or most of them are watching the line. They're not watching the ball. They're not watching the lines.
Yeah.
We're getting to the end of the game here. They did a fancy switch back to Blake, back to Scott, and he couldn't handle it. Kept him back. That's right. But they also,
he never made it to the kitchen.
That's right. Never made it.
It was constantly to his feet and keeping him back. It was absolutely fabulous point.
And that's a great serve. Watch this serve. Boom. Right in the corner, the backhand, pops it up mid-court. Ooh, is he going to get it? Ooh, doesn't have the wheels anymore.
Another backhand serve. That was very interesting.
And to his backhand. And look at gray shirt guy gets right in the middle, jumps right in the middle. He's leaving this open. Right
It's
down the
because
line.
the guy in the it's actually he had to do it because the guy in the pink shirt, it was
Pink.
very deep serve and he's a little slow to get to the net. So the guy in the gray shirt is basically playing a positioning game
Uh-oh.
as if you pull your
Ooh.
one of the partners out of the court. So he's covering the court until his partner makes it to
Here comes.
the kitchen.
I'm going to get wham. Oh, even the top pros do that. Here's Scott Moore hitting it into the net. I'm sure Scott isn't going to want to watch this game analyzed. Wham! Into the net. Are we going to tap? Oh, they're going to tap. No, Scott's like, I'm not going to tap your paddle. I'm not going to tap that paddle. I'm not going to tap it. I'm not going to tap. See, Scott and I are on the same page. I'm not going to, I hit it into the net. Forget it. Look at it. He throws down his. No way. I'm not going to tap the paddle. No. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Unforced error. No, I'm not going to tap paddle. I'm just saying here. Okay. That's a great return. Bam. To Scott.
That was a great get.
Good reactions. Oh. Did he throw his paddle on the ground? No. Right. Oh, did he get him in the face? Oh, almost. If he didn't turn and jump up. These guys are partners too.
Do you know every pro player or really high level player there is, or it seems like it?
I don't know, probably because I watch all these games. Sure, why not? You just learn their names. And then I'm Facebook friends with them. I interviewed Scott Moore in Santa Rosa when he played a tournament down there. And I try to interview them on Google Hangouts. And that's it. See, that's what you get when you get free this Wednesday. What am I going to do? I'm going to take this and I can just go to another game.
Okay.
Nope, we don't have the rights to that one. Anyway, that's it. We'll just end on this screen, which is the Port Townsend Pickleball Facebook group page.
That's a perfect screen. All nice people there.
All nice people there, and you can click on this button right here. It says join, and you can join. You can see all of the information that I spew forth on a daily basis on this page. Prolific, that's what people say.
Yeah, that is true.
So any closing comments? Hannah, I know that we can't see you, so.
My closing comment is, as I said, I basically join you just to point out all the positioning game, because I think it's more important than people realize. It's definitely taken me several years to realize how important it is. So now I'm kind of pushing it as, no, seriously, you really need to look at it. Really, 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 it really will help you. And I think even you think it's not so important for beginners, and I very strongly disagree with that. I think even beginners will really benefit from standing in the right spot and moving with their partner in tandem. So
yeah, I tend to look at the gestalt of playing pickleball. People play for a lot of different reasons. A lot of people play because of the game. A lot of people play because they got a lot of stress in their life and they just want to use it as a stress relief. They want to go have fun. They want to relax. And so I'm more of the camp that says relax. In fact, I invented a drill. It's the relax drill. Just relax, just relax, just watch the ball, just be in the moment, just focus on the ball and your shots and good things will happen. And I think if you get too wrapped up in the the game strategy in terms of moving with partners. You add another level of stress to that experience. Some people can deal with it. Again, people that might want to do tournaments and that want to go for the win. But for me, I'm there for stress relief. I'm there for the exercise. And if I can find a partner that I can work in tandem harmoniously, I feel that's just a big plus. And hopefully when we play again together, we can work harmoniously.
Yeah.
And we'll play better.
Well, I see your point. For me personally, I guess it's my competitiveness, whatever. I find not getting to balls stressful. So if I get in the right position and get to more balls, then that's the relief of stress.
Really? You don't find ball? See the problem is the ball. And you're trying to throw that problem over to your opponent's side to deal with the problem. It's just I see the ball as a problem. When the ball comes to me, it's a problem I got to deal with. I want to throw it back to my opponents so that they can deal with the problem. But for you say, give me the problem because solving the problem at that moment is giving me relief.
Yes.
Okay, I can agree. So it's a yin and yang kind of thing.
And it actually makes sense because the way you play is you smack the heck out of the ball. So you're basically smacking the heck out of a problem. That makes perfect sense.
That's right. Yeah. On that note, thanks so much, Hannah, and we'll see you next time. Don't leave. We're just going to end this broadcast right now.
Okie doke.
Okay, okie doke. Oh, how long have you been playing pickleball? You said for a number of years.
I've been playing pickleball for 6 years, maybe.
6 years.
Not very. I mean, it was all. Yeah, I did it kind of for the longest time. I did it just kind of as a fun, more of a social thing. I think I started getting a little bit more serious with strategy and dinking and all that stuff probably like the last year, maybe 2.
Yeah, okay. All right. See you later.
See ya.